Bones will rattle, stairs will creak. Your outcome's looking pretty bleak. Thunder booms and lightning crashes, leaving boots filled with ashes. As we lay you down to rest, we read the pages of the Dead Man's Digest.
Hey everybody, and welcome to episode 6 of the Dead Man's Digest. I am Darren, and with me, of course, we have Nina returning.
I'm back.
From the dead.
I wasn't dead.
Almost. The near dead.
Almost, yeah.
And Travis, what's happening, man?
What's up, everybody?
What's up? Alright, well, it is just about time for Halloween Horror Nights.
The hype is real, people.
As of this recording, where are we at? 4 days, technically?
5 nights, 5 sleeps.
Five sleeps.
Yay!
Yep.
And Universal's on Facebook teasing us. Have you seen those videos with Chance? And it says 5 days.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We've got some really big news.
What's the big news?
We will be attending and covering the Halloween Horror Nights 26 media opening night.
Yeah.
Insert the little crowd singing, cheering in the background. Yeah.
Well, you guys will. I'll be with all the peasants.
Yeah.
Outside the
You know
event.
what I should do? Midnight. Not midnight.
No.
You know, midnight. Have
Yeah.
you come by and then I'll just switch a lantern real quick and you go in and then I'll be...
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're our Al Roker on the Today Show. Someone's got to be out there interviewing the people.
Yeah, man. I'm the people's people.
Exactly, and taking the pictures that everybody loves.
Getting those hard-hitting pictures.
Yep. Hard-hitting pictures indeed.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, definitely. Thanks to
Whatever that
Universal.
means.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, thanks to Universal for that. That's awesome. So, we will be covering that extensively on the Twitter at Dead Man's Digest, and we'll also be on the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast Facebook page, going live, hopefully, as long as it works and we have bandwidth. You'll be able to watch the media event live as it unfolds if you're not there the opening night. So,
It's going to be awesome.
yeah. And we also got an email from a listener I thought we'd go through really quick here. It says, "Hi, UUOP. It's that time of year again for me to crawl to the experts for help." Nice. Last year was my first year attending Halloween Horror Nights, and I asked for first-timer advice. Thanks, Darren, for insisting I purchase Express passes. That's right. I only had one night at the event, and even with Express, I missed Carnival of Carnage, only rode 2 rides, and barely made it through all 9 houses. Regardless, it was one of the best nights I've ever had at a theme park, and vowed to attend Halloween Horror Nights every year thereafter. So, this year I will be attending Halloween Horror Nights on Friday, October 14th with Express Passes. Good. All right.
Yep.
My first question for you is regarding entry to the event. I have 3 options. Main entrance, which I would have to queue early and fight security in the crowds, but the adrenaline rush is awesome when you see scare actors appear, taunting you from the other side. When the gates open, it will be so exciting. 2, resort guest entrance. I will be staying on property this year, so this is an option for me. Or 3, stay and scream. I will be in the park that day, so I can choose to stay in one of the holding areas. Which option do you recommend? She says early entry is appealing, but will I get the same effect as I would at the main gate with the scare actors? Yeah, no, you won't.
Yeah, but...
I think it kind of balances out with the...
How many nights did she say she was going for? Just one?
Yep, just one night.
Stay and scream.
I was going to say, yeah. I would probably say stay and scream. If she was going to do more than one night, I'd say check out each night a different thing, but I guess that's not going to work if she's only doing one night. So, yeah. I would probably say stay and scream.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not going to have that effect at the gate, but really, unless you're like, you get there super early and you're one of the first people there, you're not going to have that effect, either.
Yeah, it's not that big of a thing.
Yeah,
really.
I think the fact of getting in some of those houses early and then being able to go through them twice, once without your express, when you first go through, and then later on in the night with your express, I think that outweighs that.
Definitely.
For me personally.
And I wonder now with security in the hub, how that's going to work at the gate, if they're going to have double metal detectors, and I wonder how that's going to work. Yeah.
Imagine that hub.
Yes.
You've seen it at Rope Drop before. It looks absolutely insane. I can't
imagine
what it's going to be like.
Yeah, Travis will have to give us some live reports on Twitter, and Let us know what that whole situation is. No, you're going to be in the house. You're going to be in.
Yeah,
for
I'm
sure.
doing Stay and Scream as many
Always.
times as I can,
You
unless
will
I have
find Travis at Finnegan's. Buy him a drink.
right. What is there any kind of incentive for the resort gate entrance? I don't have really any experience with that, so can't really answer that one.
Yeah, we got to do it one time, even though it wasn't for resort guests at the time. It was for
Early entry.
pass holders. They were letting the pass holders in that way. So it's kind of around the back and around the side. And no, they're not going to have. They'll have people standing there like once you get through there, but there's not going to be like anybody in the line or anything. And it's kind of like a long, thin line.
Yeah, it
Crowded.
didn't really move that fast. I think that was one of the nights that we did it. I think I met up with you guys one of those nights.
Yeah, and it was
I don't-
slow.
Yeah, it seemed to take a decent amount of time. So
Yeah.
honestly, the best bet, we always go with Stay and Scream.
But
for sure.
there's a twist.
Jesus.
Oh God.
I'm also considering the Scare Actor dining experience this year now that I know Chance will be there. I don't mind spending the money if the photo ops and characters are worth it. How long does the experience usually take? I do not know for sure how long it would take to do that. About 45 minutes?
Yeah, I'd probably say 45 to an hour would be a safe bet.
Yeah. Says we are fast eaters, but we'd want to see all the characters. However, I don't want to take too much time away from my night at Halloween Horror Nights either. That's the tricky part. What are your thoughts? Do you think this will be my only opportunity to get a good photo with Chance?
Yes.
Probably. Yes.
Probably, especially only going one night. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one way you're going to get a quality photo. And I think they start that pretty early, don't they? Like, well before the event. So you could use that. I mean, if you're going to go to that, you can use that in lieu of a holding area, really.
I think it's like around 5:30.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Now, you want to call ahead of time because you're going to have to reserve a time to go. So you want to make sure your time is available if you're going to do that and see the earliest time. So call guest services, tell them the day you want to go and see if it's even available for you.
Do they do that, like, even as Horror Nights is going on? Like, do they do it into the night?
Yeah, well, not all the way through the night, but I think it goes to like 6:30 or something like that. Or no, like 7:30. Like an hour, half an hour, or an hour into the event, I believe.
Yeah, I would like to do it just for the photo ops or whatever, and just to check it out and see. But man, I'm already dropping a lot of money this haunt season. I don't know if I can afford to do any more.
Yeah. The other benefit to it is I think it uses the same early entry house as Hello Kitty. If you come out of the Monster Cafe, I think that's the one they let you go to, if I'm not mistaken.
Which one do you think that's going to be? American
Horror Story. Yeah.
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 But they might have the other ones open for it too, like Exorcist or something like that. So,
Walking Dead or something like that, maybe.
Yeah. So yeah, that one came from Michelle Fletcher. So thanks for listening, and hopefully we helped you out there.
Yeah.
If you're going to do the dining experience, then I mean, if you wanted that picture with Chance, then that's going to be your best way to do it for sure.
Especially based off of the scare zone, just what we see that's set up right already.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We've seen some great interaction with other people that have taken videos and stuff from it. The tracker video was pretty good.
Oh yeah, where the usher took his camera.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, so you can get some really good interaction with the characters there. So it seems like a good opportunity if you want that kind of thing. But if not, then we'd say do Stay and Scream for sure.
For sure.
All right. Well, let's move on to the main event here. Basically, we're just going to go through all the houses that have been revealed, talk about our favorites, any additional information we've gotten on it, and just get hyped and get ready for Horror Nights 26 here. So let's just start up with the houses, and the first one I got on here is Krampus, which is going to be in the Shrek building.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the official description from the website: as a blizzard rages outside, St. Nicholas's evil counterpart and his band of dark minions claim the souls of the faithless one by one.
This one's going to be an interesting one to see how they do all this, man, because there's a lot of different moving parts and pieces to the story with all the, the little gingerbread man, and I'm anxious to see how they're going to do that. Plus, I want to see how they're going to fit that big giant facade in the Shrek.
Yeah.
building.
Well, all of them. I mean, Krampus himself, he's pretty huge.
Huge.
And the next one, Halloween, Hell Comes to Haddonfield.
We finally saw the movie.
Yeah, we actually watched the movie last night.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So this one's in the parade building.
That house almost has to start with Loomis, with the whole where he falls off the balcony.
Yeah.
And then disappears.
I better see the Michael Myers shaped grass imprint on the ground.
Yeah,
I hope we
exactly.
see that guy again. The actor, the older actor who was acting. I forgot his name, the character, but he shot him.
Yep.
Yeah, Loomis.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm bad with names.
Yep. So yeah, I do think that, and I've also heard the rumors have been quashed that it starts outside. It's going to start inside the building.
Oh yeah.
Yep. But that is a huge building. When we were doing the Macy's parade, looking in there with it totally empty from one side to the other, and
It's
really,
huge.
and when you're doing the balloon thing, you normally only see the front half of it, and the
Right.
front half is big enough to hold 4 Macy's balloons, fully inflated, and then the other, and so you've got 4 in the back too. So you got 8 balloons total in that building. That's huge. So
Yeah, it's kind of funny that when you're queuing, I don't know if it was like that last year, but I remember 24. You could actually see the floats covered up off to the right hand side under
Yeah.
that kind of big awning hanging. So
yeah, all
that-
shrink wrapped. Yep.
yeah, that's the same one that Walking Dead was in last year, right?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and those. All I hope is they don't have those speakers out there again. Remember, they had the speakers pointed directly at the queue line,
Yeah.
and they were like cranked up to 11.
Yeah, it was loud as hell, man.
Exactly. You got stuck there for like a couple of minutes. You were totally deaf by the time you went in. I don't know if that was supposed to be part of the effect or what, but it just didn't
I don't know.
work.
They had the music cranking last year for some reason. Not that
Yeah.
it's a bad thing, but in
Yeah.
certain areas it's better.
Yeah, but it's interesting to see it in here. The hospital, sequence is going to lead to some cool things. I heard Mike Aiello say in an interview that they weren't going to be able to do the water effects anymore. I mean, anyways, like they did in Walking Dead with the zombies
They
in there.
suck.
Right, but we were watching the movie, and there's a part where somebody gets their face boiled off in like a hot tub, by Michael Myers, like repeatedly dunking them in underwater. So I guess they can use a dummy for that, and that's
They don't. Yeah, you don't necessarily have to have water to do something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They might-
true.
Hey, they may use remember that guy, the bobbing for apples guy last year? Maybe they'll use something like that for that. And they even added later on in the event. I remember at the beginning he didn't even squirt water, and then when he pulled him up towards the end of the event,
Yeah,
they
that's
started
great.
having a little streamer thing that would shoot water at people. I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, that's pretty great. One of the guys from Creative, or just one of the construction guys, is like, "Hey, I think I can do this."
Yeah, it's always funny to see the little things that they add as the event goes on from the beginning to the end. So
Yeah. So I'm definitely interested in this one. The movie is kind of it's pretty slow moving for a horror movie.
yeah,
definitely. Yeah. But I'm hoping it'll just float on just the scene of the hospital and Michael Myers going through it. So
if you think about it, all the Halloween movies are kind of slow. They're not. They're not really like super crazy action packed. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, and they did a great job with the first Halloween house. So I can only imagine this one's going to be good.
Definitely.
Then the next one I got on the list here is The Exorcist.
Yay.
Soundstage 22. This is officially my number one most anticipated house.
Copycat, my favorite.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Go inside of the mind of a tormented girl possessed by evil. It will leave you haunted. This was one that Mike Aiello's been talking about a lot, saying he wants to make it like an abstract kind of thing because most of the movie takes place in the one room. All the action really. So he just boiled down the elements and made an Exorcist pea soup, if you would, and just sprayed it all over a soundstage.
Wow. Is it like It's gonna be like a hard thing though, right? Like it's like a spray-on bed liner almost, but green probably.
It is. Yeah. I am so excited for this to see how they do this and pull this off, and I really think they have the capacity to do it. I have very, very high hopes for this one.
Yeah.
So
you're gonna need lots of beds.
Yes. Yep, and I'm hoping some animatronics, or they're going to go through a lot of scare actors really fast with the head turning things.
Unless they have something to where the body is almost like where they stay in one spot and the body is hollow, and then they can spin around in it with, you know what I mean? Yeah. Just their head can spin. Do you think that they'll be able to do crazy animatronics that look realistic like that? I don't know. I guess the Linda Blair, even from the movie, didn't really look all that realistic. No. But
yeah, and I don't think the actual animatronic functions of it have to be too detailed. It could be like as easy as a rotating dowel on a slow motor.
Exactly.
that would be perfectly effective, and we know they can do a good job with the makeup. So, I think
different lighting effects and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a lot of that, and then a lot of gross physical things, like what we heard about having to push through the sheets, the vomit-covered sheets, to get from one area to the other. So,
yeah, I think it might be very reminiscent of what was the one? Yeah, Insidious. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, I feel like it's going to be kind of like that, kind of big dark rooms, that you kind of walking through. I don't know.
Yeah, it's very possible. So, I mean, we'll see. That's I think the first IP in a very long time that gives them like a lot of creative freedom to do what they want to do with it. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of cool seeing that. It's like half original, half IP kind of mentality with it. So I think that'll be pretty cool.
Hollywood's getting Exorcist too, as well. I mean,
yeah, I believe so.
I wonder how much different it's going to be.
Yeah,
that's always what I wonder.
Well, from the ones that we saw like last year on YouTube, the ones that we had in common were very different. So yeah.
They seem to be a lot more lenient over in Hollywood with recording in the houses, aren't they?
It seems like it, because you get like full through. It looks like they have like a light on the camera, and,
right? Yeah,
like,
night vision and all that.
Yeah. It's like a news style camera. And,
yeah.
They don't seem to mind at all. And I wish Universal would do that with all of their houses, just to document them.
Yeah.
It seems really sad that a lot of those are just totally lost to history. But
yeah, you never know with the new age of, media and all that. They may have them run through the house.
Yeah, I really hope they do. I can't believe Mike doesn't have them do it. He's got to.
Yeah, send an intern through there.
Exactly. Creative has all of those somewhere, I'm sure. I'd hope anyway.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so definitely excited for that one. The next one is Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
The goriest of them all.
Yeah, in a tent, no less. And I believe it was in Insidious's tent last year, tent number 2. Experience every scene, every kill, every bone-chilling rev of the chainsaw from the original masterpiece. From the original movie, there's probably like 6 scenes, really. It seems like that thing goes so fast when you're watching it. But yeah, it's interesting that this one is in the tent, and I hope they can do it justice completely with it, because I think a big part of it is that the feeling outside of like the desert feeling, the middle of nowhere. Yeah. And if they're gonna have you walk into the tent and walk straight into the house, I think you'll lose a lot of that atmospheric vibe from it.
Yeah, hopefully they do something better. I mean, the facades are always kind of cool, but it's kind of weird how you enter the house on the side instead of going through something.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess it'll be pretty cool, because it'll be in a tent, so you'll be in those closed areas, and you'll have those big leather faces in there, so it'll be definitely in your face with those big chainsaws. So
yeah, I think that's gonna feel pretty claustrophobic.
It's gonna be pretty decent.
Yeah. Oh gosh, the next one.
Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Soundstage 24A.
Are you gonna tell Greg Nicotero you hate The Walking Dead as much as you do when you interview him at the media event?
No way. I love The Walking Dead. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna tweet his ass and tell him.
I am probably the number
Watch
one.
Watch out for that dead man, Darren. He doesn't like Walking Dead.
I just hope the line is really long and I'm not able to. No, I'm kidding.
No, he's cool, man.
Yeah.
Legendary makeup artist, man.
Yep. No, I haven't had a problem with the makeup of the zombies, so we're cool.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think you need to read the synopsis.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Exactly. It's going to be all 7 seasons. So, well, all 6 seasons that have happened already, and then I guess a little preview of season 7, because that's not going to be on yet, is it? Not by next week, so yeah.
No, and it starts in October, so it will be on during the event, but did they say that they were going to be doing something for a preview for the 7th season?
Well, yeah, they said the last room is the 7th season.
Oh,
so
that's awesome.
Encompass all 7, yeah.
See, I watched the show, so I'll probably like it a little better than you guys do.
Yeah. We'll find out who died, maybe, in the house.
It's probably going to be the, you're not caught up. It's probably going to be the, I don't know if you know about the Negan scene where he's got the bat and he's choosing whose head he's going to smash in.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be like that, where you walk through and he hit somebody and the lights go out or something like that. You won't be able to tell until...
You're like, dang, yeah.
It's a good way to catch up.
Yeah, and then maybe once the show airs, maybe the house will change a little bit. That would be pretty cool. If they did something like that.
Yeah. Definitely.
Never know.
Something. Yeah, it's something to do with it, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on. Let's talk about Lunatics Playground 3D. You won't stand a chance. Yep. This is in Tent 3, the Men in Black tent. It really symbolizes everything about Chance this year at Horror Nights. It's in the very back of the park, in a brand new location that's never been used or tested before.
I hope it's not as bad as that merch, man.
Yeah. At least they got it right and put it on the back of the shirt this time. In previous years, they would have put that big, huge thing on the front of the shirt and expected everybody to wear it.
It's just too busy, and the Chance on the shirt doesn't even look like Erin. I don't even, is that even her? I don't think it is.
I have no idea.
Have you looked at it closely?
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, with all the Photoshop effect on there, like everything that they've done to it, it's hard to tell, really.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, that is a little lackluster compared to last year's stuff. That was so cool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I mean, I'll probably grab a poster of it, but I don't want it on a shirt.
Yeah.
It's just like you were saying, it's a little too tap out looking for me. So.
Yeah, a little too like Affliction tap out.
Yeah, there's too many colors, man. I don't know.
Yeah, too much stuff going on. That's how you can tell Mike Aiello is a huge wrestling fan, because it makes them all look like WWE shirts.
Well, I mean, are you sure that he even is the one that designs?
No, he definitely is not. I was totally joking.
Okay. He may have a little bit of a say in it, but yeah, hopefully. I mean, I don't know. I'm indifferent with it. I don't necessarily hate it, but it's probably not something. I may buy a shirt just to have it. But
Here it goes. I might just buy the entire line, just to collect it. That's all.
Just to have it, but I probably won't wear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wear it one more time to the event this year. That's it.
Hopefully some of the other stuff is cool. It'd be cool to see how the actual houses break down shirt that they always have each year. I'll probably grab one of those too.
Yeah, those are my favorites.
Yeah, and the speaking of which, really quick, the employee preview event is coming up this Wednesday, and that's also the day the annual pass holders get early access to that Halloween shop. So we're going to see a lot of stuff posted on Twitter about that, I'm sure.
Uh-oh.
With all that information. So, I don't know if you're heading down there Wednesday, but you can be one of the first.
It's out for that blogger Geddon.
Yep. It's just going to be everybody walking around taking pictures of items. And then somebody buying up all of something.
Yeah, I'm still on the fence whether or not I'm going to be able to get into that. Hopefully I will, but
yep.
I'm not sure. It'd be cool. I've heard that it's kind of a madhouse anyways, but...
Yeah.
I mean, I probably wouldn't even care. Do you know if they do scare zones and stuff during employee preview, or is it just houses?
I think so. I think they have the scare zones and everything running.
Gotcha, because I heard from somebody that they said that they heard that they don't do scare zones and stuff like that.
I think last year it was affected because of the weather. I think it poured, so they just didn't have as much going on out there as they have in previous years. So,
gotcha.
Yeah. But moving on to but yeah, we didn't even talk about the house. Yeah, that's how bad it is. I almost just totally skipped it. But I don't know. It's kind of weird to have a house and a scare zone kind of around the same theme, but having them so far apart from each other.
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
I think that was just them trying to spread her out throughout the park as much as possible.
More of a chance to see her.
Why don't they do a scare zone back in that area? Is it because Bill and Ted, and then they usually have a couple houses back there to kind of jam up things, probably?
Yeah, I'm guessing people flooding out of Bill and Ted.
Yeah, because I mean, they could do it there, but yeah, it would probably be a traffic nightmare because it's not really that wide around there. So
yeah.
I like 3D houses.
I do too, and even the I'm not gonna even say worst. Even like the lowest on our list every year is still a house that we would go through 100 times. So
yeah, exactly.
I'm really not too worried about that.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we will find out soon. The next one is another one I'm really excited for. That is Ghost Town: The Curse of Lightning Gulch in Soundstage 24B.
Yeah, I'm still holding out hope this is going to be my number one house.
Yeah,
let's hope it is.
Yeah. They came looking for gold. Instead, they found death and destruction. Now their doomed souls seek others to join them. Come join us on the wildest ride. No, sorry.
Yeah, you're gonna feel like you're in Big Thunder Mountain Railroad queue with a couple skeletons.
Now remember to keep your head in the vehicle at all times.
It's Big Thunder Mountain with Pirates of the Caribbean mixed in.
Yeah.
With all the skeletons and stuff.
Yep. So,
but no, yeah.
Interesting.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, interested to see about this. See what kind of I think effects that they can use in this. We saw a little bit of that. Like screens, universal screens being used with Freddy vs. Jason. I think this is another good contender for that possibility, at least.
Where would you think they would use them?
Oh, just like to create like ghost effects or something like that.
Ghost.
Because you can't actually have ghosts, unfortunately.
Yeah, it'd be cool if they did some kind of musion effects.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
those tend to look a lot better than just
TV
a flat, stupid screen. They can set them back maybe a little bit and do some kind of stuff with that, or maybe some kind of work with some kind of scrim. You know how they did last year with 25 years, where it would look like a wall and then it would blank out. You could see the kind of ghost walking back and forth behind it.
Yeah,
they could do something cool like that too.
Yeah, or project onto the scrim. Yeah, there's a lot of different possibilities there that aren't too crazy to do. I don't think so. And I think something like even if they did use Musion technology in there, I think it's something that they could reuse plenty of times in the future that it would justify having it. So.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we will see. The next one was one of the first ones that was teased with the codename Cobweb, and that is Tomb of the Ancients in tent number 1.
That was the one that got released early, right?
Yeah.
Or messed up on
through the
mailer.
annual pass holder mailer. Yeah.
Yep.
Immortal beings of the ancient past have returned to rule mankind. Now they wait for someone foolish enough to disturb them, which will be us.
Me.
Yay.
Of course.
Yeah. I hope to see at least a little bit of a nod to the mummy in there somewhere.
Yeah, Emotep somewhere in there.
Yeah, something like that. Get that Kong, that little Kong statue in there for a couple of weeks at least.
Maybe a dead skeleton Brendan Fraser with a cup of coffee in his hand.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
finally got it.
That would be great. That's tent 1, so that's where Purge was last year. I'm definitely excited for this one too. It feels like it's going to be like a claustrophobic, tight, in your face kind of house.
Yeah.
And
definitely,
like Nina mentioned before, with the being able to have like a bunch of fake mummies in the room and then have a real one.
Exactly.
Those are everybody's favorite rooms to walk through.
Yeah. Exactly. This is one of the annual pass holder early entry houses, right?
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's always the tent houses, right?
Yeah, the tent houses in the parade building. So
that should be pretty cool with Texas Chainsaw and Tomb of the Ancients. Don't they usually do 3 houses, or is it 2?
Halloween, Texas Chainsaw, and Tomb of the Ancients this year.
Gotcha. So it's going to be the
corner over there.
Parade building, and then the 2 tents.
Yep.
Cool.
So, yep, and that's that. And then the next one is, American Horror Story in the first time ever used Soundstage 19. Well, for Horror Nights anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have finally washed the smell out of it from TNA. We've gotten some reports that it is time. It is ready to go. So,
yeah. So, what are you thinking? You think there's going to be like a different three different facade house, or how do you think they're going to do it? Because that freak show facade would look pretty cool, man. Mm-hmm. With the big devil.
Well, I know
the entrance of the tent.
Yeah, I know for sure they're going in thematic order. So it's going to start with Murder House, then Freak Show, then Hotel. I've heard that there's no facade at all. I hope not. We'll see.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I've heard there's.
Why would they do that?
I don't know.
I feel like the Freak Show one could be done pretty easily.
Yeah. So,
Murder House and Hotel would probably be a little bit harder because they're actually building structures. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. Maybe they'll surprise us.
Yeah. A lot of possibilities there. I'm expecting some pretty hard cuts between the seasons for sure. I don't think they're going to do gradual transitions between them.
They can't. They're so different.
Yeah.
They're just so different, but.
And I love that. Like the 25 years house was great. You know how they did that. You turn the corner, and like when you turn the corner into the Christmas scene, and just out of nowhere you've got like the bright flashing Christmas lights everywhere, and chainsaws going on. That was so cool. And then you turn another corner and it's dark again. Or Freddy vs. Jason, when you're walking through the camp and then all of a sudden you pass through the one way and then you're in front of the house from on Elm Street.
Street, yep.
So that was just so awesome. So I love those transitions that they can do.
Even Body Collectors was kind of had those kind of scenes as well. Yeah. Where they,
oh yeah, like
change up quickly. Yeah. I mean, I guess it was always the whole different theme, but then you go into a small room and then you'd be in the big spine rip scene room and stuff like that. I guess Horror Nights is always good about. Not making every room look the same. They got some small rooms, some pretty big rooms. That's always cool.
Yeah. Oh, hello.
We have someone calling in. Hello?
Caller, you're on the air.
Sorry about that.
That's cool. It was a good place to do it because this would be an easy cut.
Who's calling? Scarezones are calling.
I don't know, but they need to go away.
All right. Yeah, so let's move on to the Scare Zones. We've got... now we've had a little bit of a name change going on the website. Right now, currently, it's changed like 3 times. But currently, it's Survive or Die Apocalypse.
I didn't know about the name change.
Yeah,
what was it before?
Survive or Die. Just Survive or Die. And then it became Survive or Die Apocalypse. And then it was Survive or Die again, and then it ultimately ended up back at Survive or Die Apocalypse. This will be in New York for sure, or that's just really weird theming for another zone out there. But you want to read this one, Nina?
Sure. A global catastrophe has ruined Earth's atmosphere. Now 3, what is that? Warring gangs fight for control of a machine that provides clean air. All 3 gangs are looking for new members to help them destroy the others. Join them or feed their starving ranks. You know what I like about this one? You know how they're trying to get you to join their gang? There's a lot of interaction between the actors and guests. And I always like that about Purge and, in that Scare Zone, just the interaction between the actors and guests. I like it.
Yeah, New York always has the big one where they interact with you a lot. Everybody's running around crazy, so
yeah, this is like part Warriors, part I guess this is like your little your political thing, because I'm sure they're gonna have people vote at some point in that Scare Zone during a show at night. Cheer for your faction. They've got to do something like that if they're gonna push this kind of thing.
I'm anxious to see what they're gonna do with with those little projection boxes. I know it's been said time and time again that they're probably going to do something like acid assault on New York, and
I hope so.
that would definitely bring my hype level up on it if they do something like that. And it looks like that's what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Last year we had big balls of fire. We need something.
Yeah, I think that thing turned out to be more of a pain.
Yeah, because they had it turned off some nights, didn't they?
Yeah, well, I think
like, we're burning up more natural gas than we did with Jaws.
Yeah.
Cut it off.
Yeah, this is costing more than we're making for Horror Nights, and that's a lot of money.
I think they just had a long pipe going underneath Universal from
where
the Dragon.
From the Dragon, yeah.
Who's powering this?
I was going to say from the
Dragon.
original Jaws. Oh, wait a second. Is that where the fire comes from on the Dragon? Is that being piped up from the original Jaws location?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so.
Exactly. You never noticed that big pipe in the middle of the green dude?
Yeah, that's why they spin you around in the one room so you're distracted.
Yeah, you don't see the big pipe going.
Yeah, so.
But, no, I know we were hard on it at the beginning, but I don't know. It's kind of growing on me. I feel like it'll be pretty cool.
Yep, I think this is going to be one where the scare actors will make or break it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. That interaction, like Nina was saying, is going to be very important. It's going to be key to this one. So if they can pull that off well, I think it's even kind of more disturbing at an event like Horror Nights when they are like normal looking people and not monsters or zombies or ghosts or something like that. Like they're just like normal people with
gas
weapons
masks.
and gas masks and that kind of thing.
Yeah, I hope they're kind of like
crazy.
those guys at the beginning of, you remember Run last year with the guys with the gas masks on and they're spraying stuff at you? I think that'd be pretty cool. They got a big fog machine cranked up and they're just shooting fog in your face. Like, take some of this air. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
I'm okay with that. Next up is another scare zone we've gotten to see a lot of, actually, because it's already pretty much all built up, and that's Lair of the Banshee, which has changed from Banshee's Lair. That's another one of the name changes.
Lair of the Banshee. Banshee.
Yeah. Went from Banshee's Lair to Lair of the Banshee.
I like the way it was before.
Yeah. Well, that's in Central Park. And it says, deep in the forest, there is a centuries-old dark hollow where evil spirits and horrific creatures of the ancient world roam free. Now the modern world has found the entrance to this sinister place. Enter if you dare and meet the primordial horror of these dark spirits.
Creepy.
So this is where the fairies are going to be.
Now, is this supposed to be like almost like a like an old ancient Irish tale or something like that? Because I've read that there's like Celtic writing on the actual layers.
Is that what that is? I guess. Yeah. I always thought it was that or like Nordic, but that doesn't make any sense. So I guess Celtic makes a lot more sense. But what's cool about this one is they gave them some caves to hide in.
I actually haven't been since they added those, so I haven't seen them yet. I saw the pictures, but that you showed me, but I haven't been there in person yet. I'll probably go next week when I go buy my pass tomorrow.
I actually fit in them, so they are quite large. They are big.
I just googled Banshee, an Irish legend, a female spirit whose wailing warns of impending death in a house.
Oh, okay. So there you go.
Wow.
I'm always right, man.
Irish.
Yeah. When you spend as much time in Finnegan's as you learn a lot about Irish and Celtic culture.
The Irish.
Hey, man, I don't look like it, but I've got Irish heritage.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, this one, it seems like that standard Central Park scare zone, like they all have the kind of similar feel to them, don't they?
Yeah, the
like
leaves,
the
trees, the roots.
The
things
fog.
On both sides of you. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a crazy rolling fog through there for sure. Makes it hard to get pictures in that
Exactly.
zone.
That scare zone is the hardest place to take pictures in, for sure.
Because it's so dark, too.
Yep.
But if you can hit it right, the light's right, you can get some pretty cool pictures. I saw some people get some pretty cool pictures in there last year, but the lighting effect's got to be, you got to hit it a certain way for it to come out right.
Yeah. Moving on to the next one, Dead Man's Wharf in San Francisco. Today, on the anniversary of the disappearance of the fishing vessel Annabelle Lee, a thick fog has rolled in, of course. The spirits of the lost crew have returned to punish the town that let them die in the open seas and make sure the dock earns its morbid nickname. Arr. So yeah, this is our namesake scare zone, so it's got to be good. It better be good or else.
Yeah, I think it'll be pretty good.
Yeah.
I think people's complaint will be it's kind of small, but I don't know. I think it'll be pretty good. I mean,
the ship they have out there is pretty great.
With the barnacles and everything? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot bigger than I thought it would be.
And this could be another interaction scare zone, like, you let us die, and, coming and yelling at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess All Night Dying last year was pretty small, too, and people seem to love that. I don't know if maybe it was just because of the characters and stuff, but
yeah,
it was a pretty small... I mean, I guess the walls were pushed back a little bit, but it's really not that much smaller this year, so...
Yeah. Yeah, and it seems like it stretches down a little bit because, I mean, it looks like they've got seaweed running all up the Lou Wasserman statue, so they might have characters going all the way down that strip there. A couple of more moving elements, because I know they've got the show going on now, the fish show. Fish market show going on right across from where Beetlejuice used to be, so I know that stage just rolls out to wherever they want to put it, so they can put some other stage elements in there, I think.
Yeah, they've moved it down a little bit farther, more towards the Lou Wasserman statue. It used to be right there in San Francisco. They moved that a little bit down. Yeah. But as far as that, I'm not sure if those two scare zones are going to connect or what, because the theming on it kind of fits, It's got like kind of a vine seaweed setting on it, so I don't know if it's for Survive or Die or if it's for Dead Man's Wharf, so I guess we'll see.
Yeah, definitely. Then we've got Vamp 1955 in Hollywood. And a funny little story about this. Welcome to Hollywood High School's 1955 homecoming parade. Everything is perfect until the greasers roll into town with fangs as sharp as their switchblades. The festive scene has turned to chaos as vampires attack from all around. I'm really excited for this one because I like when Universal does like classic Americana and then throws like an element of this in there, like a horror element into that. Because everything was so perfect back then, and all the TV shows that you see and all that, even though it definitely wasn't perfect. But
do you think it's gonna? Go ahead, Nina.
I was gonna say, moment of silence for those actors, those vampires in those leather jackets and the greaseback hair.
Yeah. Do you think it's gonna be all vampires? Or do you think they'll have any wolfmen out there? Because they've always had that kind of. Didn't they have the?
I was in Twilight 1955.
No, not werewolf like that. Like the Wolfman.
I don't know.
Almost. Didn't they have?
I see
didn't
what you're
have
saying.
a movie
It's
like
like
that?
Vampire plus Wolfman.
Yeah, like there was got the members only jackets on and stuff like that.
Are you talking about Team Wolf?
Yeah, Michael J. Fox is gonna be in the Scare Zone, baby. He's gonna roll out with the DeLorean.
That's gonna be awesome. Oh,
I don't know, man.
Jumps out of the DeLorean, shoots a basket.
I think Wolfman is cooler than vampires, but
but I think this is going to be a fun scare zone. I think this is going to be one of the scare zones that to be the most fun, actually.
It would be cool if they actually did an actual parade, but I guess they can't really do that.
Yeah, I think you're just going to see the cars strewn down the street.
Hey, that's cool either way.
Yeah.
Blood and dead people with fangs in their necks.
Yeah, and then the funny story about that is this Twitter account came on, that was the school and the principal for the school, which I thought might have possibly been like some kind of viral thing Universal was doing, but then they posted some stuff that, like the principal posted something about there was a kid that used to go to this school. Yeah, he was my favorite student. His name was Orenthal, I think.
What?
OJ. Then I was like, oh, this is not a Universal account. Okay.
No. Yeah, they just randomly followed me one day. I'm like, what the heck is this?
Yeah, I'm guessing it's one of the fans, one of the other blogs. Orlando United, I'm guessing.
Oh god.
Well, we'll see.
But it's like HHN Bear last year. I mean,
yeah,
that was not a official.
Yeah, it's not official, but do you think it's the guy that actually played him or no? I guess
See,
we'll never
know.
that's what I went back and forth with
I
last year.
don't think so.
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't
but-
think so.
They posted a picture that looked like was taken from the perspective of the bear in the house, so that's what made me think it might have been like he was able to get a quick shot. But.
I thought I heard a story that he might have been, but I mean, it's not like that guy is the only guy that's
True.
Bear, yeah.
You know what I mean, especially since that costume, I know that thing's got to be crazy heavy.
Oh god,
So
yeah.
they probably had to change that out probably every 20 or 30 minutes.
And his
so.
black Reeboks.
Yeah, that's got to be like the Barney suit, putting that on.
Yeah.
Listen to our podcast recently
With
about
Tiffany.
that. Yeah. But yeah, and then rounding it out, we've got A Chance in Hell in Production Central. Get ready for the audition of a lifetime. Chance may be locked away, but that hasn't stopped her. As the alarms ring and the bloody remains of those who tried to stop her lie around, she's busy recruiting cellmates to join her biggest act yet.
Okay, that changes everything. When you head over to Universal now, you see those stages. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
4.
4? 1, 2,
Yeah.
3,
1 on
4.
one side and 3 on the other.
Oh yeah, you're right. So it's
Yep.
1 and 3. So, I thought that's it. What's going on? But now you said the bloody remains of those who try to stop her lie around. So you might have also scare actors in the street.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I was hoping.
Oh yeah,
I
they
thought
always
that the
do that.
stages
They
were
had
that
the
was
stage
it.
and then they had the scare actors.
Okay, I was hoping. I'm like, oh my god,
Yeah,
that's
no.
gonna be boring.
No, like the icons last year. It'll be the same as that.
Okay,
Yeah.
I feel a little bit better about this now. Okay, good.
Well, I've heard they're going to have a bunch of Chance lookalikes kind of running around.
Yeah.
So we'll see how much they actually look like her, I guess.
And it looks like on the stages you've got on the side that has just the one stage that has a back entrance into it, which all the icon stages did as well. So the scare actors that played the icons could switch out. So they.
You sure? I thought that was the middle one on the right hand side that had the speakers on it, or is that a different one?
No, I
The one
believe
that's
it's
by
on the
itself.
other side. I thought it was the one that was by itself.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure.
I don't
Right.
think so. I think
Okay.
I think it's the one in the middle.
Well, either way, only one of them has the door. So that's going to be
That's the one with the speakers, right?
Yeah, that's the one that's going to feature a live person on it.
Yeah, it's
the
going to have a
other-
large spieler.
The other three, Universal released some art. It was a long time ago. I think it was on Twitter. I think it was Mike Aiello teasing something. But they had some artwork of these like marionette looking things where it was just a body that was totally disjointed and like strung up like a marionette doll. Like all the limbs were cut and
Yeah, sewn back together.
yeah. So I think that's what you're going to see on those other 3 stages. And they'll probably work in conjunction with the person on the live stage. So I think that's what you're going to see. And if rumors are true, from Christopher Ripley posted and a couple other people posted rumors that would kind of be like a mini Chance show.
Right. Didn't he say something about that? He heard there she might actually show up in that scare zone.
It might be, but it'll be like, if it does, it's like one time a night, if that. I don't know. I just don't see it feasible for the actress that plays her to be doing it constantly.
Yeah.
So, and I think it'll just become like a crazy madhouse if that's the case. With people trying to get pictures and stuff like that. So,
Yeah, it would be hard to do it with a stage that small. Something like Carnival of Carnage last year was a lot easier because they can control the crowds and not have people. When you only got a stage that's 3 or 4 foot high, that you can't really keep people back. So
yeah. That's all the scare zones. A pretty solid lineup. They're also going to have roaming scare actors as well. I've heard the female prison inmates, they're trading those in for Cheerleader Chainsaw Brigade this year.
that would make sense with the Vamp 1955.
Yeah, I think they'll probably be in and around that area. And there's going to be, I think your other like traditional chainsaw crew is going to be out there as well.
Chainsaw Clowns
Yeah.
in Springfield.
They were pretty successful last year, but we'll see where everybody goes.
Yeah.
The shows this year, we've got, of course, Bill and Ted's Excellent Halloween Adventure, which is going to be Bill and Ted's Excellent Halloween Adventure. Some people have heard them in the park auditioning not auditioning,
Rehearsing.
Yeah, so we've gotten some little bits and pieces from what we've heard. There's a lot of Pokemon jokes, so
Yeah, that was awesome.
get ready for that.
Little tag we got with the Bill and Ted audition, or
Yeah,
whatever you call it.
yeah. That one I had
rehearsal.
no idea what it was. I don't know if I just didn't get the reference.
I don't know. It sounded cool though.
Yeah. We'll see how that goes. And then Nina's favorite here, I think.
Academy of Villains?
Academy of Villains, House of Fear.
Yay! As a riot breaks out in Shady Brook. Oh, so it's Shady Brook.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. This Take No Prisoners performance troupe thrusts you into a realm of madness and mayhem. High energy dance and specialty acts mix in an explosion of insanity. The inmates are now running the asylum. Ooh.
Yeah.
See why couldn't Chance couldn't Chance
Fits
be in
in
this?
The whole theme, too.
I mean, why couldn't she just be like an MC or something in it? I mean,
I do not know.
there's no reason she couldn't.
Yeah, and I like that they were able to integrate Shady Brook into it. So even though they're an outside, completely separate from Horror Nights, dance troupe, it's still going to have a classic Horror Nights element to it.
Yeah, I didn't know about the whole Shady Brook thing. Is that some?
It came out on the website. Yeah, they just put it on the description on the website not too long ago. So
That's awesome.
Yay.
That gets me a little bit more excited for it, knowing that it is not just a random,
and if you were following,
dance troupe.
if you were following the Dead Man's Digest on Twitter, you would have seen that
Plug.
when we posted it.
I mean, I do, but I can't be
Not
on Twitter
closely
24/7, man.
Oh, I think you are pretty much from what I see. It's like, does this guy even work? I don't even know. But yeah,
I do. I definitely do.
But yeah, it's a interesting element to bring in, and I think that
I'm excited.
that inclusion of Shady Brook is going to make a lot of people a lot more excited than they were before.
Yeah.
And if they were going to surprise anybody with having Chance on a show, this would still fit in.
Yeah,
so.
surprise us, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll see what they do. They can still surprise us. I mean, they've surprised us a few times. I don't have it on here yet, but I guess we should also mention the repository, which we found a couple of more things out about.
You need to stop sending me stuff about it. You're just getting me more and more afraid.
So
I mean, I'll take your place.
I've been telling him I'm about to just let Travis. I don't even care. I don't care. Just give it to him. I'm so scared.
So we got.
I'll hold you, Darren.
We got a little bit more information as far as the tech behind it, and TJ Manarino did an interview with a tech blog. It was kind of hard to find. Again, if you follow Dead Man's Digest on Twitter, I did post it there, so you can go check it out. But they talk a lot about the whole experience and how you're going to start out. It's going to be 10 minutes of like searching a physical room for clues and information and stuff like that. And then 10 minutes, from what I've heard, is like 10 to 15 minutes of the virtual reality segment. And then another 10 minutes of a post thing with other with live actors.
So it's only
Jesus.
30 minutes?
Yeah.
So the whole VR thing is only about 10 minutes.
Yeah. That's a lot of time in VR, actually.
$57.
You'd be like, get this damn headset off.
Yeah, exactly. That's going to be pretty intense to have it on for that long.
Is the searching for clues thing, is it still with the VR headset on? Because I know I've seen stuff from Legendary Truth where it was almost like a tablet that they use.
I think it might be something like that, actually, because from what I've heard is this is also a culmination of that Legendary Truth. All the elements of it all put together. So these are things that they've been testing individually in pieces throughout the event, and now they felt comfortable enough to put it all together as one experience.
Yeah, from what I've seen, it looks pretty cool. There are few and far between videos of the Legendary Truth on there, but the tech that I've seen that they use is really freaking cool, man. It's almost like they use like live actors, but they project them somehow. Yeah, and it's
basically the live actor can wear a beacon,
right?
And that beacon makes them appear as whatever they want them to.
A ghost, a creature, a monster, anything.
A lamp.
It
can be anything.
I love lamp.
It's pretty crazy technology, and it's cool that all of that research came from just having people through Halloween Horror Nights, experiencing it. I tried to do it a couple times last year, but the lines were just so crazy, and it was really kind of hard to even find the areas where they were doing it. Yeah. By the time you got there, everybody had already gotten all the stuff. So
yeah, well,
would have been cool to experience, but hey, I guess that's why we got a paid thing now, so you don't have to queue anymore.
Exactly. Yep. They still do ask you to be there 30 minutes ahead of time, and they say to take like 90 minutes out of your night for it, just to plan ahead for that. So
bought a ticket just for this.
It's not really a one night. I don't like if you're only going one night. It's not really the thing to do. I don't think. Mm-mm. But
if they let us, we should mic me too.
I don't know. We'll see how that goes.
Oh my god!
Hey, you need to put a GoPro on you too.
Oh Jesus!
I definitely need
see
all
your
that.
See your scare face.
Oh. I'm hoping at the media event this Friday they go surprise.
Geez.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to do the repository too. Maybe wait until some reviews come out or I hear from you guys.
Yeah.
But my luck, by the time I hear it'll be all sold out, and I'll be kicking myself for not going. I definitely want to do it though, because I know later on down the road, if I don't do it, I'm gonna be like, "Damn it! I wish I would have done that." It's a once in a lifetime type of deal, because
and if
unless they bring it back next year,
well,
who
which
knows
they
if it'll
very
be
well
the same.
might. But I think it'll be a totally different experience if they do.
Yeah.
But. Yeah, if you are going at the beginning of the event this year, unfortunately, you will not be able to attend. I believe it starts September 29th and goes on for the remainder of the event after that, which is kind of strange. But I heard it.
Yeah, I wonder why they're doing that.
I heard it didn't get finalized until late, like they didn't get the full green light go ahead for it until later on. So it's taking them a little bit longer to get things going on it. So
I wonder if they're still putting pieces together right now.
See. But for the as far as the rides being open, the rides will be some rides will be open, a select few. I think it's pretty much the standard list from every other year. Transformers the ride, Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket, Revenge of the Mummy, Men in Black, Alien Attack, Simpsons ride, and Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts.
Yeah, so Diagon Alley will be open again, so that's good for anybody that wants to go to the event that doesn't, get scared by, roaming hordes or scare zones. It's go in there and chill, eat some ice cream, drink some fire whiskey, do whatever you want to do.
Liquid courage.
Yep.
Exactly. You be in your own little wizarding world in there.
Definitely. All right, and then we do have one other thing to do before we end the show. Actually, we're going to end the show and then play the clip. But we have an interview that Lee did last year with his daughter Jade, who went her first time. I believe she was 11 this time going, and she braved Horror Nights, and I shouldn't even say braved because she didn't have a problem with it at all.
She wouldn't even wince. You are like a superwoman. Who are you?
Yeah, but he did.
You're 11. What are they doing over there in England? What?
Yeah, but he did an interview with her, to talk about, how she felt about the event, how she felt when she got there, and during the event and afterwards, reflecting on it and that kind of thing. So it's an interesting little thing to listen to.
Nice to the eyes of a child.
Yeah, lovely.
Right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. I think you'll find that it boils down to it all depends on your kid and how well you know your kid and if they'll be able to take it or not, because I know some adults that can't take it. So
I mean, if your kid can take it and they're a little older, don't bring kids in strollers. I mean,
which we saw last year.
That's
how ridiculous
stupid.
Is that?
Yeah, that's just stupid. You're just scarring your kid for life.
Yeah, it's definitely not for toddlers, not for babies in strollers.
No.
Yeah, it is loud, it is scary, it is intense, and you shouldn't have to make put the scare actors in that kind of a position. I think that's pretty messed up.
Yeah, it'd get awkward. Be like, oh, this guy's pushing a stroller through it.
Exactly.
Even though they probably don't let you push.
Is that another scare actor? I don't know. Is that just a prank? It's got to be a prank. No, it's not. It's legit. Insane.
I haven't heard that interview. I'm excited to listen to it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Of course, you can follow us on Twitter at Dead Man's Digest. You can join the Facebook group And like I said, make sure you follow the Unofficial Universal Orlando podcast Facebook page as well, because we'll be going live on there Friday nights for the media event of Horror Nights. And follow, of course, at Dead Man's Digest on Twitter for constant updates from media event, from out on the streets, from Travis, everywhere.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna start a Dead Man's Digest Instagram too. So
Yeah.
can get some good photos from there too. So
Yeah,
that should be
definitely.
cool.
We'll post those all up on Twitter and get you over to the account. So I think that's going to do it for this one. There's no more Dead Man's Digest until Horror Nights. How about that?
Oh my god.
I'm sure you guys are tired of us anyways.
Right. But we'll be back very soon with our review.
I got goosebumps.
It's with our review of Horror Nights. How about that? All right. So until then, sleep well.
Bye.
Right, so we are now back from Halloween Horror Nights 25. It's been a week, we had time to digest it. The house that you were most looking forward to was The Walking Dead. And the one you were most worried about was An American Werewolf in London. We'll get into that in a little bit. Having done Halloween Horror Nights, we actually did 3 nights. We did a full night on the Sunday, we did the RIP tour on the Wednesday, and then we did kind of a half a night on the Thursday. What were your overall opinions of Halloween Horror Nights?
It was awesome.
Describe it from an 11-year-old's point of view.
Well, some of the houses were scary, but I don't know really how to explain it. But when you're going through, there's a lot of jump scares. And most of the time, if you just... What I do is I look around and try and look for the jump scares and expect it, so then I'm not as scared. That's what I did. So then I wasn't really, really scared. But it's not supposed to be something where you're extremely scared that you don't want to do it at all. It's supposed to be a fun event, which it was for me.
Right. Now, we talked about that we had Express Pass for the Sunday and RIP for the Wednesday, and then when we went on the Thursday night, we only did the houses that had short lines, so you didn't have to wait in lines. We said at the time that would probably help because you didn't have that time of sort of waiting in line, building up the anticipation. Do you think that worked in your favour then?
I think it did, because then you're not worrying about it and you don't have the time to worry about it. You just go through it with hopefully not expecting anything and just go through.
So taking that into consideration, before the event we went and did Stay and Scream. Now, if anyone doesn't know what Stay and Scream is, before the park closes, Universal will cordon off certain areas of the park where you can go, and as long as you've got a Halloween Horror Nights ticket and you're already in the park, you can go into a holding area and wait there, and they actually let you in about 45 minutes earlier than the sort of general public. So we went into Finnegan's on the Sunday night, so we probably had time just sat milling around that, waiting to before they opened that holding area, before we got to go in the first house, which was Freddy versus Jason. Can you remember how you felt while we were in there, sort of that last 5 or 10 minutes before, when we were all waiting and it's like counting down to that time when they're going to open that in a minute and everyone's going to leg it to Freddy versus Jason?
Well, I was pretty scared because when I saw videos of it, I saw people running away from zombies and stuff. I was like, whoa. But, Mammy said you have to run away. And I was like, why do you have to run away? And she said, because zombies are going to come. And I was like, are they actually going to come? And it was pretty scary because I didn't exactly want them to come anywhere near me if they were there. It was pretty intense, but it was awesome.
That doesn't actually answer the question that I asked. How did you feel with the anticipation before going that first house? You're saying we didn't have to wait in line, but you still had to wait for that sort of... we had a drink and we were chatting and stuff like that, but that last sort of 5 or 10 minutes before they opened that holding area, before we went to do Freddy versus Jason.
It was probably scary, but very exciting, because I just wanted to go in. I just wanted them to so we could just go out immediately, because it was sort of boring, just sat there like, are they going to open? Are they going to open now? Are we going to be able to go in there? It was kind of boring and very weird.
But you didn't do any of those houses technically on your own, did you?
No, because I had my family around
I don't mean that. Did you actually do any of the houses where you weren't holding on to someone?
I did do The Walking Dead by myself. I was expecting it to be awesome
No,
with
it was
zombies
crap.
coming out, but it was like, oh,
Yes, it was terrible.
it wasn't exactly what I was
No, it was
thinking.
terrible.
It didn't help that I was thinking, oh, it's going to be awesome and this, that, and the other's
No,
going to
it
happen.
was terrible.
It was double times worse for me.
Right. So going through the 9 houses now: Walking Dead, Freddy vs. Jason, American Werewolf in London, Insidious, The Purge, Jack Presents 25 Years of Monsters of Mayhem, Body Collectors, Run, and Asylum in Wonderland 3D. What was your top 3 houses? In order, please. Number 3. No, let's go number 1, because that's probably easier to work backwards. What was your favourite?
Insidious.
Okay. Why?
Because I liked it because it was the scariest movie that I saw, and I found it very intense and very awesome though. And I just found it just awesome, especially when you went into the further where it's all foggy and you don't exactly know where you're going. And I liked the effect how they had the blue lamps and everything.
Okay.
It was very, very cool.
But we found that out because of the RIP to it,
Yeah.
didn't we? Which was cool.
The first time when he told us, I never saw it, but when we went round on the second time, I actually saw them.
Mm-hmm.
And it was pretty cool.
Number 2.
I think Freddy vs. Jason.
Okay. Why?
Not just because of the house, but because it was the first house that I went
Okay,
in.
that makes sense.
And it was pretty cool. I liked it.
Number 3.
Asylum in Wonderland.
Okay.
Because it's not scary, but it's still really cool. And the 3D effect is just awesome. It would have been better if the 3D glasses, I didn't have to keep on holding them.
Well, if you'd have bent them properly, they probably would have stayed on.
I tried, but they just kept on falling off, so I had to hold them.
So other than holding onto your mum most of the time through, was there anything else that you did that helped you get through those houses? I mean, you had glow-in-the-dark, those, like, light-up
Yeah.
necklaces and stuff, didn't you? Did that help or not?
I don't really know, because I didn't go through them without them, so I don't actually know if it helped or not.
But would it something that you would recommend for anyone who thinks, right, I'm taking my child, I'm not quite sure whether they're going to be alright, this could be something that at least give them a little help. Do you think it would be worth it?
Probably yes, because it did. If I got really scared, I held onto my necklace
Right.
and just looked at it, because it distracted me from where I was. So if I got extremely scared, like an American Werewolf in London, it wasn't exactly scary, but it was more the thought of it and thinking, what's going to happen in this? And then when I went through, I was very, very scared, but I just held onto it and just looked at it. It distracted me from it. So it's not going to completely distract you, but it'll help you from getting very scared.
Now let's take that of the fact that you said American Werewolf in London. It wasn't that scary, it was more the thought of it, but you wouldn't go through it the last time we did.
I didn't want to, because I knew that I couldn't do it, because
But you'd done it twice already.
that was because I had to.
You didn't have to.
I had to go through the first time, and then
Well,
the
of course.
second time is for everybody else. And like,
So what was it about it that freaked you out?
I don't like dogs, like dogs or wolves or things. They kind of creep me out.
So how did you feel about the bear?
The bear. Oh, that was creepy. Especially because the first time and the second time I went through, I never actually saw the puppet guy come out with the bear costume on. But the third time I went through,
I've never seen him.
the third time I went there, I saw the little puppet and I was like, oh, that's so creepy.
Yeah, because there's the one eating the person down on the floor, and then another one that comes out at the side. There, I never saw
it's
him.
an actual person, and he runs through and say, oh, I never saw that before. And I never saw it, and I was like, oh, that's so scary, don't look, and just walk through. It was very creepy.
So other than The Walking Dead, was there any houses that you were like, that was rubbish?
Probably not, no. No.
So what about the scare zones? Did you like the scare zones?
Oh, the scare zones were awesome. Some of them were better in the day, some of them were better in the night, some of them were. So you could have them in the day and the night, and they would still be awesome.
Which was your favourite? And I know what the answer's going to be.
Tie between two.
Go on.
That little pumpkin one. The one with all the pumpkins.
Evil's Roots.
Yeah. And The black and white one. And the changing one.
I am surprised. I will tell you in a minute. So, All Night Dying double feature.
Yeah, I love that. I love the Frankenstein's Bride. The person that I saw twice,
Yeah,
she
Mum's
was
favourite.
awesome.
So, All Night Dying double feature was a scare zone that they changed it out every 15 to 20 minutes. So it would start off all the original sort of classic monsters with Dr. Frankenstein, Frankenstein's monster, the Bride of Frankenstein, Dracula, Nosferatu, the Invisible Man, the Wolfman who Jade patted him on his head. And then they would switch it out to the more modern people. So there was, when it first started, there was Carrie, Chucky, Chucky's Bride, Freddy and Jason, people from The Strangers. There was a Purger out there. There was Reagan from The Exorcist. That was cool, and we spent a lot of time. That was one of them that I think worked in the daylight and in the dark. I'm not giving my opinions here because we're doing that soon. I'm surprised you never said Icon Alley.
What was that one?
Let's all go to the lobby.
Oh,
Let's all go to the
I
lobby.
wouldn't class that as a scare zone, though.
It is a scare
It's
zone,
like
whether
a
you
show.
class it as a scare zone or
It's
not.
a show.
No, it is a scare zone.
Oh, but that was truly awesome. I loved the usher. He was just awesome.
The interaction that we had with Jade with the usher was just unbelievable. Tell everyone what happened, Jade, because it was... we saw him with Jessie, didn't we? Because we bumped into Jessie in the park, and she took us round all the icon kills. So, honestly, Jessie, if you're listening, thanks very much, because I don't even think we would have known they went on. And then we left the RIP tour at about 1:45 with Thomas and Lynette, and we went down Icon Alley, and what happened?
Oh, I don't exactly remember that.
Well, he came over to you and he bent down and shook your hand and you had a bit of a chat with him and you told him your name. Yeah. And then he went off to do his little show. Now, each icon in Icon Alley has a stage and they do a little show, and his is where a guy jumps on to the stage. It's supposed to be like just some random guest going, oh, take a picture. So he does his spiel of, welcome moviegoers to the Universal Palace Theatre, where bad manners will not be tolerated. Ever. And he takes him into his little booth and he bashes his brains in with his flashlight. Obviously, he pushes him on the floor. You bash him once, you bashed him twice, and he turned round to Jade and he motioned, he pointed at her. He made 4 fingers and then pointed at you, didn't he? So, I'm doing this for you. And then with the final bash, there's a splatter of blood on the window. Now, when we saw it the first time, he took a squeegee and he squeegeed the blood off. And then he licked it the first time. Well, this time he squeegeed it, he dipped his finger in it, and he wrote Jade's name in the window. Which was awesome. But then we caught him again on the way out the next night, and he was messing around with somebody else, and he just turned round to do a bit more of his stuff, and he spotted Jade, and he mouthed, Jade? And he recognised her again. It was just, that guy was superb. Unbelievable. Just phenomenal. So Jade, from an 11-year-old's point of view, what did you think of Bill and Ted's Excellent Halloween Adventure?
It would help if I wasn't as tired, but honestly, it was rubbish.
I think the problem is a lot of the satirical stuff in there went over my head, a lot of it, to be quite honest, so it certainly must have gone over yours. What did you think of Jack's show, The Carnage Returns, then?
Oh, that was awesome. I love the bit when he's holding the head with the spine. They have a lot of stuff where they're ripping the spine out of people's backs. And, like, everything.
Do you like that, though?
Yeah, it's cool.
So overall then, for Halloween, the idea of this was to talk about, because people are always asking, should I take my 10, 11, 12, 13-year-old, whatever, because it's recommended for 13 years and over. You're 11. Would you do it again?
Definitely. I would possibly, when I'm older, if I have the money, become a scare actor, because it's the most amazing thing ever.
What advice do you have for parents wanting to take their sort of 10, 11, 12-year-olds to the event?
It depends on how they handle scary stuff. with me, whenever I watch scary stuff, like movies and things, I'm always fine with them. But the parents...
I wouldn't say fine. You cried after watching Insidious.
Yeah, but, like, once I went over it again and again and again, it wasn't as creepy. But it's because when the red-faced demon was going across the wall, he looked like a spider, and I have a massive fear of spiders. That's why I cried, honestly.
Right. So let's get back onto Horror Nights.
But parents, they should see what their child's see what their opinion is on scary stuff. If they can handle really scary stuff, then yes, take them. If they can't, then well, that's up to you if you think that they can take it or not.
What if the biggest thing for us was we booked that trip, and then we took you through that scare attraction in Scarborough, and you freaked, and we panicked. Because if you couldn't do that, there was no way you were going to do Horror Nights.
I don't like Alien. I really don't like Alien. It was the thought of Alien because I was thinking, oh, there's the egg, there's the face hugger. I was like, no, it's Alien. That's what creeped me out.
Did you find when we were there that you felt the scare actors went easy on you?
Yes and no. Because they went out of character and, gave me high fives and fist punches.
Yeah, we did notice a lot of that.
I also think that they went harder on me because I was a kid. I don't know why, but I just think they did.
So you would say, don't think, as a parent of a kid who's 11, don't go and think, oh, well, the scare actors will go easy because they're 11 and they know that, don't expect that.
Well, for me, I look a lot younger because I'm smaller and I have a chubby face, so I look a lot younger. But it doesn't matter even what you look like, apart from if you're a small little baby. They probably won't go easy on you. They might even give you more interaction because you're smaller and you're a child.
We did see people with babies as well.
Yeah, that's just ridiculous.
And we got funny looks off people because we had you there. We've even had comments literally in the last couple of days from the picture I posted from the RIP tour that someone said, basically, why did you take that little girl? It's not for kids.
Well, it depends on who you are, because it can be for kids if they can handle it. And I definitely can.
That's what you've got to judge it by the child. And we've made the effort over the last year to watch scary horror films and stuff with you, but also take you to other scare attractions in this country. There are plenty of scare attractions around if you're in the UK. Not necessarily year-round, but I think if you look about, you could probably still find them. I think the London dungeons, London dungeons, Edinburgh dungeons, York, and that type of thing.
Scary.
Yeah, but it's a good way if you want some sort of idea to see whether your child's going to be able to handle something like that.
True.
The Edinburgh dungeon, the Sawney Bean segment, is quite intense. I think a lot of the things that children have trouble with to do with scare mazes is purely just the dark.
I have a fear of darkness. I don't really know why. I think it's because I don't know what's there. Even though that I saw it in the light, but I don't know what's there. So I get scared because I don't know what's there. I don't know what's going to come out with me. I don't know what's just going to watch me. Because with me, my eyes play a lot of tricks on me. And that's probably the same with other children, because they see things and think, oh, that looks like a person peeking out my wardrobe, but it's just some clothes. So that's why I'm afraid of the dark.
Do you think it helps that we know a few of the scare actors that work there as well? Then we can go, oh, look, so-and-so is a scare actor, it's just them dressed up. Or did you think that didn't make any difference?
I don't think it made that much of a difference, because when I think about it, I just think, well, they're just normal people trying to scare people for fun. That's basically all it is.
Because don't forget, you got to meet Jack the Clown without his Jack the Clown makeup on.
Yeah, I was thinking, is that bald guy him? Oh, that looks like him. When I found out it was the other guy, I was like, whoa. Okay. That looks nothing like him.
So wrapping this up, your basic thing is, it's down to the child. the parent, if they've never done anything like this before, it's probably not a good idea.
Well, like, try and, like, I've grown up with scary stuff, so just try and ease them into it, and if even the slightest thing or anything, like, scares them, find out what it is, because if you go to the dungeons and they cry, it might be because they're scared of the dark, it might be because of what the scare actor did.
It might be a specific thing, like we know now that the reason you freaked out in Scarborough was because of Alien.
Yeah.
Which Alien wasn't part of Horror Nights this year. Might have been a different story if we'd gone last year.
So it depends on what they're afraid of, because if they're afraid of people jumping out on them, Horror Nights isn't the thing for them.
So then, wrapping this up, you would say, just because Universal recommends over 13s only, that doesn't mean if you've got a 10-year-old, don't take them.
It depends on what they can handle and what they can't handle.
Awesome. Cool. Well, that's going to wrap up this episode of the Dead Man's Digest. But for now, for Jade, I am Lee, and this has been the Dead Man's Digest.